I'm April and I'm an alcoholic, and I did the 28th this morning, so good afternoon now. It is actually March 29th. Ugh. AA thought for the day. Before I met AA, I was very dishonest. I lied to my spouse constantly about where I had been and what I'd been doing. I took time off from my work and pretended I'd been sick or gave some other dishonest excuse. I was dishonest with myself as well as with other people. I'd never face myself as I really was or admit when I was wrong. I pretended to myself that I was as good as the next person, although I suspected I wasn't. Am I now really honest? Meditation. I must live in the world and yet live apart with God. I can go forth from my secret times of communion with God to the work of the world. To get the spiritual strength I need, my inner life must be lived apart from the world. I must wear the world as a loose garment. I must wear the world as a loose garment. So hard sometimes. Nothing in the world should seriously upset me, as long as my inner life is lived with God. All successful living arises from this inner life. Prayer. I pray that I may live my inner life with God. I pray that nothing shall invade or destroy that secret place of peace. I pray that I may live my inner life with God. I pray that nothing shall invade or destroy that secret place of peace. Amen. So, I think it's interesting that even when I screw up the day, and just a few hours ago, how perfect talking about obedience and faith is, and then a few hours later, I'm trying to correct this, and this reading ends up being even more perfect for me right now. I will say, I never pretended to myself that I was as good as the next person. I legitimately felt better than everyone. I knew better than everyone. I was more intelligent than everyone. I was so deluded in that way. My ego was huge. But I also had a lot of inner conflict because I expected absolute perfection for myself, which is something I struggle with today. It's just a different type of perfection. To me, perfection is being beautifully imperfect and making progress. So in AA, we say progress, not perfection. So my perfection has just turned into progress. That's what it means. There's no such thing as being absolutely perfect. What's the point in going on if there was, right? This is a journey, and we're changing and we're evolving, and we go through these really hard things that that we can feel victorious about once we overcome, you know. And no matter how hard things are right now in any aspect of your life, you have a 100% success rate at getting through some hard shit. And I had to remind myself of that today. I've been struggling like really bad with some things. Nothing in the world should seriously upset me as long as my inner life is lived with God. That's coming true for me. Like I've been really, really upset, and I'm grieving some stuff. I'm really grieving some heavy things, and cutting some ties and letting go of things that I felt like I needed. I did need. But my inner life is with God, the higher power, the universe. My inner life is with Jesus, and I feel a tremendous amount of peace, even though I'm going through some pretty big transitions right now. Nothing can destroy that peace. I actually feel a sense of peace today that I haven't felt in a really ever. Hmm, ever. I thought I had felt peace when I would get drunk or get high. It wasn't really peace, it was just detaching or escaping, removing parts of my soul or mind from all of the stuff I was supposed to be feeling and going through and dealing with. I would escape it. And I thought that was what peace was. And I've had moments of peace, like sitting out in the grass, where just in that moment it's peaceful. But I really feel a lot of peace right now, like a genuine sense of just inner peace. Um, I'm really grateful to be where I am today. And I'm grateful that I screwed up and got to meditate a little bit more on this. And that question, am I now really honest? Am I now really honest? Yeah. Honesty for me is a process. There's these unveilings because of how dishonest I was with myself for such a long time. Um, there's that word of progress too. I'm becoming more and more honest with myself. And there are things I know because of how much I've changed in the past year, 2 years, 3 years. I know that there is more to come. There's going to be more for me to work on, and there's going to be more that I realize as time goes. I do feel like I am living as honestly as I have the capacity to live right now. That's good enough for me. I love you. I really do. Have an awesome rest of your day.